Deep roots are not met by the frost. J.R.R. Tolkien.
I love that.
What you know about that?
I know a little bit about it. I used to teach middle school English, so I recognize a good quote from a book when I hear it.
I love the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's a great story. It's the story of life.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot, cuz, and we got a lot of family doing some good things out here in the community. I'm honored to say that this will be the first episode of my series, From Roots to Branches.
I'm glad to be here.
I don't have any memories hardly. I mean, I remember your face.
Yeah.
But I wasn't around the Chisholm side of the family as much growing up.
Yeah.
What are your reflections on that?
Well, I remember you clearly, and I am 7 years older than you, so that's probably partly why you don't remember me. But I remember your sister, your brother, of course, your father, my mother's brother, and your mom. And we do have a lot of great people in our family. The Chisholms have deep, deep roots in this area. They've been in Rock Hill since before Reconstruction. And we come from a line of people, when we walk in a room, someone can look at us and say, are you a Chisholm? Everybody knows the Chisholms. Everybody knows them. So I'm very proud to represent our family, and all that I do try to keep the legacy going for all the great things people did before us, and of course those who will come after us.
Right. Real quick, I want to give a special shout out to both our mothers. There's one thing we have in common as well. Our mother's name is Linda.
Shout out, Mom. I got on my shirt made with the love, strength, and resilience of my mom, because that is the truth. Shout out to both of our moms. That's right. They're both named Linda.
Absolutely. So back to the roots, right? And a little bit of our history as far as our lineage. Willie Mason Chisholm. When I say that name, what comes to mind?
He was a genius, a philanthropist. He spoke 5 languages. He was well educated. He did so much for the community in Rock Hill. He actually put in the water line that went down Crawford Road. Several years ago, the news did a story on him because he was a very important part of this community. If you Google his name, you can learn more about him. And it's incredible, I think, that here we are, how many generations later,
carrying the torch, baby,
talking about him.
100%.
Yeah.
And he bought buses, right, to go pick up certain students that were that didn't have access to transportation to get to and fro. Emmett Scott specifically.
Yes, he did.
Brother Wally Cathcart can vouch for that.
Yes, he
100%.
did. Yes, he did. He did so much for the community. It's amazing to me how everything sort of comes full circle. How what's in our genes and the things we do in our life, we are literally building a legacy every day. And sometimes what we are building, the fruit of that will not be seen in our lifetime. You and I may never see the fruit of what we have done in our lives, but years from now, our ancestors down the road will benefit from everything that we're doing right now.
That's the mindset we gotta have. I didn't start thinking like that too recently.
It's true though. It's very true.
It's almost like I'm living in Revelations.
Yeah, I mean, you live off of the prayers that were prayed before you were ever born.
Yeah.
You know I'm so grateful for my life, for everything that I've experienced, accomplished, been through, and I know I'm benefiting from the prayers of our grandmother, who was born in 1919, died in 2007, and she loved all of her grandchildren, especially the boys. It was more girls than boys, but she loved all of her grandchildren. So I recognize that, everything we do comes full circle.
It really does. And I don't even feel like it's a weight to carry that. It's not even a load. It's I'm honored to have the responsibility and to thank God now I'm ready to take it on, and day by day, podcast by podcast, conversation by conversation, help somebody.
That's right. Step by step.
Step by step. You're a doctor, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's awesome. That's powerful. I didn't even know that till recently. You know what I'm saying?
I earned my PhD 12 years ago from the University of South Carolina.
Wait, time out. Before the title and the career, who were you?
Well, I've always been me. I mean, to you and to my family, I'm Nikki. To the people who I know from the work I've done in education, I'm Latoya or Dr. Dixon. But I've always been me. I've always been a genuine person. I like to help people. I believe in grinding hard, work hard, going after your goals. If you got a dream, chase it.
Yes.
You got a dream, chase it. And I am so thankful for just every experience I've had that's brought me to this moment right now. I mean, I just see myself as a regular person going about my life every day, trying to help somebody along the way.
You're just optimizing your time in a very helpful way for the community. And thank you. On behalf of the community, I'm thanking you. And as your first cousin, I'm thanking you as well.
Well, I appreciate it.
We need to have a family reunion soon, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We'll talk about trying to organize that for real. I'm serious.
Yeah, seriously. We need to do a cousin reunion.
Yeah, we need to connect because we got some people doing some powerful things out here. I got some, we're going to transition to something a little different right here. Take a look at these pictures I brought here, cousin.
Oh, boy.
I came across these yesterday at my folks' house.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow.
What was going on right there?
That looks like me and Dewey. And I'm sure I'm trying to tell him something.
Where was we at, though? Oh, y'all. I don't even know if I was in.
I think we must have been, it looks like Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I think that's Thanksgiving.
Lacey in there somewhere.
I think that's Thanksgiving. That's Uncle Johnny and Uncle Dusty and me in the middle.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yep, there's Lacey and Audrey and Dewey. And I think that's my sister Tanya.
Yeah, I could post these during the video.
That's crazy.
Post-production action.
Oh, that's Tasha and Toya.
Yeah. What's up with y'all?
Oh,
we
wow.
need to get them on. We need to all do a podcast.
Oh, my gosh. This
I ain't taking no for an answer.
Both my sisters, Lacey, Miriam. Oh, I got a pose, cuz. Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm rocking that Clemson shirt.
Yeah.
This is a long time ago. I look so young, man. That's what's up.
I had to bring those in.
That's crazy. Yeah, you got to post those.
I will.
That's wild. You didn't bring any of you.
Well, I mean, I'm right here. They can see me on camera.
I mean,
I couldn't find anything like me and you though.
The young Darrow.
Oh, I might post them. Oh man, like I found some good stuff. I found one picture of my grandma in York, my mama's mama. Like I was maybe 2-3 years old. She was holding me.
Yeah.
I found some good pictures.
Yeah.
I kind of poetically include those over the course of the next couple of months, I guess.
That would be good.
We're gonna talk about your journey. So you mentioned that you have a doctorate, right?
I do.
Let's go ahead and talk about your journey to that.
Well, I always liked school. But when I graduated from Clemson in 1999, I started teaching at Rawls Road Middle School. Mm-hmm. I had no idea I would ever earn a PhD. I wanted to be a teacher. I coached girls volleyball and basketball.
Nice.
And I loved teaching school. Still to this day, teaching is my favorite job of all time. I'm so proud of so many students that I, had the privilege and honor of serving. And while I was teaching, my principal came to me one day and she was like, you really should think about getting your master's degree in school administration. You would make a great school administrator. So I did. I got a master's degree in school administration and finished that and took about a year off and went back to school at the urging of my superintendent at the time. Mm-hmm. She was like, you really got to go get a doctorate. You got a bright future in this field. So I went back to school and earned my EDS and my PhD from the University of South Carolina. Now, I am so proud of that, but I will tell you, it is the most challenging, hardest, difficult, rigorous academic thing I've ever accomplished in my life. It was a real test of endurance. I started that process with 30 people. I think 8 of us actually earned our PhDs.
Salute.
And it was really about not quitting. It was really about not giving up, locking in, being dedicated and committed. And it was hard, but I'm glad I did it. I learned a lot about what it means to not give up. Tenacity, have grit, bounce back, resilience.
You sound like you was talking about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
How previously you was asking me what was difficult about it and how I got into it. All of those things are connected with jiu-jitsu, especially resilience.
Yeah.
Learning about yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
You're gonna get knocked down.
Yep, and learning mistakes. Learn about your mistakes every day. We've been doing it since we were kids. We're all adults, but we're kids at the end of the day because we still making mistakes.
Yeah.
We still learning every day. I'm learning more now than I did in the past. Even Clemson, you know, I wanted to talk about that Clemson thing because something happened. Like, hold on. So I was trying to figure out where I want to go to school. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, Clemson was the only place I even applied for.
Really?
I'm lazy. I was going to apply for South Carolina, but I had to write an essay. I was like, I'm too lazy, so I'm just going to put my hopes and dreams up in the air for that. Just Clemson.
Wow.
But, and I wanted to apply for College of Charleston, but I ain't going to say what happened with that. But so, did somebody in our family go for engineering?
Yeah, my sister.
Right.
Yeah, both my sisters are Clemson graduates.
See, that's one of the reasons why my mom and them kind of directed me towards Clemson as far as being an engineer.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really know what I wanted to do other than be a marine biologist, but I was kind of talked out of that. I said that before. Mom, I still love you though. She knows. We be laughing about that. But she was like, yeah, your cousins went to Clemson. They got engineers and that's where the money at. So that's like the direction that I went. Like I'm not gonna say misguided. I just didn't really have like a specific thing that I was hungry for that I wanted.
A focus.
Because other than marine biology, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just went in engineering. Then I switched majors because I sucked at chemistry. Right.
It's hard.
So I was like, I'm just gonna be business management and whatever. I can do biology. I can,
Yeah.
I'm way better at biology. But yeah, like so something happened. I battled alcoholism and it really took off in Clemson, like partying a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did you do to stay disciplined? Did you not have that bug? Is that what it was? Or you just were like your mental focus and, was it part of your upbringing? Because Aunt Linda was a single mother, right?
Yeah, correct.
Also, I want to say I had both my mom and daddy and I took a way different path, obviously. And kudos to your mom and my Aunt Linda.
My mama is
That's powerful.
My mama the GOAT, man. My mama the GOAT. My mama was like, it goes like this. God,
yes,
family, school. And that is how I have always lived my life. God, family, school. And so I knew that to get from point A to point B for what I wanted, the one pathway was school. School was going to get me there. Now, shout out to my sisters, Tanya and Elisa, who, they paved the way before me. So I had two examples in front of me already, and I saw what they had done, and I wanted to do that too. Nice. So that was inspirational. But what really got me locked in Clemson was purpose.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for earlier. I didn't have a purpose, because that's the word I was looking for.
It's purpose. Yeah. So I knew I was one of the few of my friends, and even my college roommates and apartment mates who are my best friends of 31 years to this day. Nice. I'm still tight with them.
Good.
Shout out to my A1 Day ones,
what
Thea,
up?
Sandy, Carol. Y'all know what it is. Those are the girls I live with. But to this day, I was one of the few people in our group. I kept my major the same the whole time. I was an English secondary education major. I wanted to be a teacher. I had great teachers. When I was in elementary school, in middle school, high school, my third grade teacher is the GOAT for real. My third grade teacher and we still keep in touch.
Wow.
She just sent me a card, congratulating me on my job in Fort Mill. And she's always sending me something, a book, a quote, something to just encourage me. And I just knew I wanted to be a teacher because I had teachers that made a difference in my life, that really pushed me. I had a little streak of laziness too. I mean, I could do just enough and get by. Yeah. But if I had the right teacher, I would push harder. Mm-hmm. And so I knew how important that was to me. So my purpose, I knew what my purpose was. I knew what I was going for. I was real clear about that. And I think that really helped me stay on track. Now, don't get me wrong. I had a good time in college. Yeah. I had a great time. I won a stand-up comedy contest.
What?
In Tillman Auditorium. I won a stand-up comedy contest. I joined the greatest sorority in the world. Shout out to Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, along with my sisters. And I was in a rap group called Microphone Militants. and I graduated in 4 years with my degree, with a job. I've always been a very focused, disciplined person. When I put my mind to something, my mama used to call it strong will when I was little. But when I set my mind to something, like, that's what I'm doing. I'm locked in. And I stay on that. Because to me, the difference is people who give up too soon and people who decide to keep going.
Well articulated. I'm blown away because I didn't know she did stand-up comedy, and also, may I please say, congratulations on, you won a contest.
Yeah, $250.
And you was in a rap group?
Yeah, Microphone Militants. Me and 3 other guys.
Okay. You still doing the open mics comedy-wise?
I don't do any comedy open mics, but I've been known to have a good sense of humor. I've had it since I was in school. That's the one call I would get home just one time because my mama, she didn't play that. I would add joy and laughter and humor to the classroom. And I still very much love all kinds of music, rap music included.
Right. Have you ever written a book?
Yes, I have written a book. I wrote a book back in 2018.
What's the name of it?
Burned Out, Beaten Up, Fighting Back, a call to action for America's public educators.
And how can people access it?
They can find it on Amazon.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
This is wild. And I love that I'm learning this as we go.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't get no more organic than that. I'm going to talk to you after the podcast because I'm going to write a book. Well, I told you that already. Yeah, we'll talk. And I'll do some short films and stuff like that. Maybe like an actual movie one day.
Yeah.
Specifically about the demons that come through them tablets.
Oh, yeah. For real. For real.
It's something to that.
It is.
Yeah. Clemson was wild. I had some good times, got some good connections.
Yeah.
I'm still connected to some people down there.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Shout to D1 Automotive, my boy Matthew Jordan Drouse. He sells boats down there.
Okay.
He's located in Seneca. And he has a shop in Greenville as well, I think.
You still pull for the Tigers?
Yes, I guess. No, not really. Yes, I guess. No, not really. Nah. This is how I look at it. Like, if Clemson playing South Carolina, I'm not like all into it like that. I'm like. What I'm saying is, if a player on South Carolina make an outstanding play, I'm gonna give him his kudos, his respect, and some love. I ain't gonna be like, I'm not that type of fan.
No, me neither. I mean,
but I'm not gonna be mad if South Carolina beat Clemson. That's the type of fan that I am. I respect every individual out there on that, that put the cleats on and all that. But I mean,
I do too. I mean, I'm a huge South Carolina women's Gamecock basketball fan.
Nice.
I mean, I have mad respect for Dawn Staley. I grew up watching her play at Winthrop Coliseum in the ACC tournament.
Okay.
When she played for the University of Virginia. However, when it's football season, it's all in, baby.
Yeah, I gotta.
It's all in.
I'm an Eagle at the end of the day.
I know.
That's
where I saw you at the basketball game.
Oh, how crazy was that? When did you like? Can you talk to the people about your experience, like what you was doing there, and then like when you first saw me? Like.
Well, true story. My friend Matthew Smith, Matt and I have been friends since the 7th grade. He reached out and was like, he knows how much I love the game. He was like, hey, I got floor seats. I got a ticket. Do you want to come watch the game with me? I was like, sure. So I went and watched the game with him, his wife, his daughter. So we were walking in to sit down. I saw you. You had a camera strapped on and a backpack. And I was like, that's my cousin. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah, that's my cousin right there. So I figured you was there doing something with your podcast, taking pictures, something.
Man, listen, I'm 41 years old. I don't mind. I don't pay my dues in certain areas of my professional journey. And thank you so much to the athletic director for Winthrop University.
Okay. He
gave me immediate access. Now, picture me 6'5", sitting on the baseline. I was like Indian style. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Crisscross applesauce. I mean, no disrespect to nobody. And I was so sore the next 2 days. Every time they would do a timeout, I would hop up and walk over there and kind of stretch a little bit, get a sip of water with her. But I'm going to tell you, I'll never do that again. Like I said, I don't mind paying my dues, but that's not good for my back. And the only way I was able to even survive that was because of, doing jiu-jitsu and stuff like that, being able to breathe and hold my posture and because it was tough.
Yeah.
I felt some real pain. I felt some real pain.
It's a lot of legs.
I felt some pain in my life, believe me, but that right there,
It's a lot of legs to fold up.
Man.
6'5".
My back was so done. But yeah, by the way, humbly, very humbly, I'm going to say garbage. The pitches were garbage.
Were they?
Yeah.
What happened?
I mean, I didn't have my shutter speed up high enough.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't have my settings right.
Okay.
It was an opportunity.
Yeah.
But I learned from it. That's the main thing. I'm gonna get back with my mans, and I want to come back out there and do some stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to get. You know any athletes that play for any sports over there at Winthrop?
No.
I'm trying to get some athletes on too, but you know what's funny? The one dude. So that evening, I saw somebody getting out of a van. He was like, he had crutches, and come to find out he was a basketball player.
Okay.
You remember? I can't remember his name. I'm not gonna look it up. But he was cool. I met his mom and everything, held it open for him. He followed me on IG, and then so I was like, yeah, I got a podcast. I want to get you. I'm gonna get everybody on. Blah 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 blah. Fast forward, like a month or so, if not longer later, I asked him if he wanted to do the podcast. He didn't reply. A couple weeks later, he posted something about he transferring somewhere else.
Oh wow, for real?
Yeah.
Well, that's how it is.
That's cool. I mean, no. But I think it'll be an interesting podcast though.
Oh,
but maybe he just don't want to do it. I don't know.
The transfer portal has really changed things.
Yeah.
It's a new age in college sports.
Yeah, so this is directly to the Winthrop Athletic Department, especially the volleyball. Lyric play volleyball, but we're going to put a pin in that.
Oh, I did not know that.
I would love to get some, especially volleyball players, because my daughter plays volleyball. I would love to interview the coach and or some players, please. I'm not going to beg, but I've been over there. I've been knocking on some doors. Well, what are we doing? Are y'all paying attention to what I'm doing in the community? It would be an awesome collaboration is all I'm saying. But I understand if it's during the season, I don't want to be a distraction at all. But let's go. I'm alumni. I'm flying.
There you go.
Fly like an eagle.
Go. Yeah.
With that Tiger's rage.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Shout out to Brother Meeks. Education has been important in our family, right?
Oh, yeah.
Aunt Gloria, she taught. She's retired?
She's retired. I think she taught for 38 years in York School District 1.
York School District 1.
Yep.
Yeah. Do we have any other educators?
No.
That comes to the top of your head?
No, not that come to the top of my head that I can think of. I've been in education now. This is my 26th year.
Yeah. This is my second year. And I feel like I'm educating people.
Yeah.
Because I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning about you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say was one of the most defining moments of your career, your life, your journey?
That's a really hard question.
It's okay. We got time. I can edit.
Well, I don't know that I could say like one moment, one event, one thing, but it gets real when you teach a student and then you hire that student to teach school. I've done that before. Or you teach a student and you call because you need assistance in your home with internet or cable, and the person that shows up is a student you taught. Yeah. Or you teach a student and you're the principal and the parent that you call on the phone is a student you taught. Or you walk into a school as the assistant superintendent and you see students you taught teaching now. So I like to always remind educators that all of the students that we serve, we share a common future with them. We share a common future, and it's so important that we pour into our young people and build them up and encourage them and help them stay on track, because they are the future. They are the next generation. Those teachers in the classroom that were once my students, they are the next generation of leaders. So I would say that's pretty defining. I'm always like really, really, really proud when I see my kids doing amazing things, whether they're teaching school. I mean, I have kids who I was their principal, and they're engineers, they are lawyers, they're doctors. They're doing amazing things with their life, and I'm real proud of them.
I think the title of teaching should just be changed, because you're molding citizens of the future for society.
That's the thing, teaching is so much more than like reading, writing, arithmetic.
Yes, mentorship.
Yes.
Leadership.
Yes.
Yeah.
helping kids grow in their confidence, navigate difficult situations, because children come to school and they have more than books in their backpack. They have stuff. They're dealing with things, and they need strong, caring, trusted adults to support them as they move their way through school. So I've always felt like education is my calling, it's my why. It's the reason I'm here. I'm on assignment. I'm on assignment, and I'm just trying to do the job that's in front of me.
What's the biggest difference that you see in students today than you did when you first started?
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, when I first started at Rollins Road Middle School, I had a chalkboard.
Right.
I had a chalkboard and some chalk, and I had an overhead projector.
Yes.
I used to crank that thing like this.
Yeah.
I mean, make your copies on the projector, lay it on the thing. But in terms of students were different then in that they didn't have as many, I won't call them, there weren't as many avenues and options for things. Like when I started teaching, if you wanted to watch a show and it came on a Thursday at 8 o'clock, then you had to be in front of the TV Thursday at 8 o'clock. And now that's not the case. You can stream it whenever you want. Cell phones were barely in existence. I mean, they were relatively new, and nobody was bringing them to school. Kids didn't have cell phones. Technology, it was just on a different level. I think kids now have a lot of choices. I see in terms of sports, I see kids concentrating sooner in sports. They're playing club, and I remember AAU, and that's about it. But now kids are really committed playing year-round, the same sport where kids used to play multiple sports across the year. Mental health. I see a lot of kids who are struggling with mental health a lot more. There's a lot more prevalence with various things like attention deficit disorder, hyperactivity, autism, just different things that were rare but now are very common. So.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you this. As far as bullying goes, I've talked about bullying, and I'm not going to talk about the past things that I've mentioned, but as far as like online bullying, have you ever had to deal with that?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Y'all have like a matrix system for that in Fort Mill school districts? That's what they got going on right here, like a matrix.
Most districts do. One of the things that's different in my day, if somebody was having a birthday party or they were inviting people to their house for a sleepover over the weekend, you didn't know anything about it. You weren't on Instagram seeing pictures that all your friends were hanging out and you weren't included. You didn't learn about it until maybe you got back to school the next week, and maybe at lunch somebody said something about last weekend, and then you're like, what happened last weekend?
Yeah.
But now kids are finding out immediately that they're not included because they can look on their IG story or looking at, my nieces tell me that young people don't use Facebook, that's for old people. But looking at Snapchat, whatever all the social media channels are, I will say to you, I believe that as adults, we have a responsibility to teach children kindness and respect and to treat everybody with dignity, because children learn from adults.
Yes.
They model behaviors that they see. And I wrote a post on my Facebook page not too long ago about the screen is making people mean, because people will write anything in the comment section. And I think sometimes they forget that you're building your own record and legacy of what is your character? Who are you as a person? What is your heart? So I want everything I do, whether it be in person or online, to represent me in a way that I can be proud of. And kids are learning from adults who are doing some of those same behaviors. And it starts with adults.
So it's obviously an avalanche already with social media.
Yeah.
Was there a conversation, or have y'all implemented like special training for like therapists to deal with children that deal with social media bullying and the feeling of like being left out when they see their friends went and did this but they didn't get invited? Like, are there like therapists that are like specifically trained for stuff like that, or were they already?
I would not say that they're specifically trained for things like that, but many school districts have on staff mental health therapists. Now,
Right.
that's a big difference. When I started teaching, you had a guidance counselor on staff, but they weren't mental health therapists, and they deal with everything from A to Z. They help kids. They can help kids with anything. And that's not true in all school districts, but in many school districts in our area, they do have mental health therapists employed, which I think is a great thing.
So if we're being honest, like what is something that's not working in the school system that a lot of people may think that is, like behind the scenes?
Something that's not working.
Yeah, the way people think it is.
Disrespect to public education. When I started teaching, there was a level of respect
Yeah.
that came with being a public educator. People respected the institution of public education. They respected schools. And I don't know what it is, and I'm talking about public education in a larger, more national sense.
Yeah.
But there is almost this antitrust of public education that has happened where people don't recognize that people who are getting up and going to work every day to serve other people's children are doing it because that is what's in their heart and soul. It is a very, very difficult job. It is a challenge. It is not at all the job it was when I started. It's not even the job it was when I had my first principalship, which was 18 years ago. And so I think if people can get out of the habit of let's find ways not to trust public education and let's find ways to collaborate, work together, unify, because I believe most people want the same thing for kids, and that is what's best for them.
Right.
And
safety and what's best for them.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we can focus on how do we get to the end goal, which is creating opportunities for children to thrive and do their very best. If we can focus on how we do that together, I think it'll go a long way. I believe I got a great public education. I don't know what you think about yours, but I think I got a great one. And I still believe that it is one of the best avenues for success in the world, especially in our society. As my mama used to say, it's the one thing you can earn and nobody can take it away from you. Once you earn it, it's yours to keep. And it can change the trajectory of a child's life. It can really change the trajectory of somebody's life.
You said disrespect to the public school system. What really grinds my gears is like teachers having to pay for stuff out of their own pocket. What's up with that? Why is that even a thing? Is it state funding? Is it back to the brick truck?
Well, it all depends.
Follow the money?
It all depends. In some cases, that's it. And education is funded in different states in different ways.
Right.
But in general, teaching is not one of the more lucrative professions. I can't tell you how many people have said, I wanted to be a teacher, but
how do we change that?
there wasn't enough money.
Because they're very important. You're very important with like.
With
you
respect,
see, I'm getting fired up now. See,
Yeah,
that's why I didn't want to drink coffee. I didn't drink coffee. But my point is like, what can we do to change that?
Respect for the field. Respect for the field. Recognize that this is some of the most important work that occurs in our society.
Well, everybody I know agrees with that. So who's in the position to change these policies that obviously don't? I guess they don't see the value, or I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. But who is it that's not seeing the value that needs to? I don't get it.
I think it's all about how we use our voice, how we tell our story,
okay,
how we exercise our rights to vote in ways that align with respect for the field. This day and age, how you tell your story is an incredible tool. And so when we can talk about all the successful things, because I don't know that people always realize it here where we live, but one of the jobs I've had I was the director of school transformation for the state of South Carolina.
Okay.
And while I did that job, I got to travel this entire state from top to bottom. I saw schools in every county. We have in York County incredible school systems. We have school systems in this state that look completely different than school systems where we live. And so understanding that no matter where you live or where you come from or what you have, every child deserves a high quality public education.
100%.
Because we all benefit from it, right?
Yeah.
An educated society makes better people, better citizens, better community members, better neighbors. And so I think that's important. I think it's very important.
So whoever is in the position to allocate the funds to the schools, that's the person?
Well,
Who would that be?
it's all of us, really. I mean, so it's the legislature.
It's back to voting, all right? Like you said. Yeah.
It's all of us. It's all of us.
What can I do to help?
Vote.
Besides that, though.
Tell good stories. Tell about how your own public education. Did you feel prepared when you went to school? Did you have teachers who cared about you and nurtured you? Do you see people going above and beyond outside of their classroom to support their students? Did you have teachers that came to your basketball games? I'm sure you did.
Yeah. I mean, so if I wanted to like really, really do this, would it be certain people that I would get on the podcast and have this conversation with?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can talk afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I am not playing, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you balance policy with real human impact? I mean,
well, you can never forget that people are people.
Right.
I say it this way. Everybody's born with a heart and that is housed inside their rib cage.
Yeah.
And if you can just remember that, you're talking to someone with a heart. Treat people like a person, the way you want to be treated. Treat everybody with dignity and respect. Doesn't matter who they are, what they do, what they look like, where they come from.
Sound like the Dap and the Hug way.
Yeah. Just treat everybody with dignity and respect.
Yeah.
But
it starts within yourself, as
really
I've said
does.
multiple times before.
It really does. My mom used to always talk to us about treating people right. And I believe in that. I pride myself on that. Treating everybody right.
What else do people on the outside may not be aware of that teachers go through on a day-to-day basis?
They worry about kids. They worry about it. I mean, if you have a student, I can only speak for myself, but if you have a student who they have challenges in their home life, they're experiencing difficulties, whether it's food insecurity, shelter difficulties, family circumstances, you worry about it. You do all kinds of things to try and support them and take care of them and be there for them. I'll tell you, I had a student when I was principal in North Carolina. She's now a graduate of North Carolina A&T University. Shout out Latoya Dixon. I'm really proud of her. She was in a math class that I was the principal, but we couldn't find a math teacher. So for 2 periods of the school day, I taught 8th grade math. The rest of the day, I was the principal. I did that for 9 weeks until we found a math teacher because it was so important to me that those 8th grade students were ready for high school math. And Octavia is incredible. She went to North Carolina A&T, and she invited me to her college graduation, and I went.
Nice.
And I have tried to support her all the way through high school, college. Even now, we still keep in touch because I knew she had everything that it took to be successful. She just needed the support and encouragement. And I don't think people recognize how deeply we care as educators. How deeply we care. I mean, the work that we do is that important that it's soul work.
I love you so much. Like, you
soul
my hero
work.
right now.
It's soul work. It's work you do so you can look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
When you get up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people recognize that. It's hard work, but it's soul work, and I would do every job I've had over again, times 10.
Wow. So obviously in the education system, right, you're a superintendent and everything, or even just as a teacher, like, there's always change.
Oh, yeah.
And how do you deal with change, implement change, and prepare people for change, even though, as everyone knows, a lot of people don't like change?
No, change is really hard.
Yeah.
It's I liken it to, when people experience change, I liken it to like the grief cycle. So first, when you tell people they got to change something, they're really, really sad because they got to break up with the old way. Then they get angry. Like, why we got to do it this way? Why do we have to change? This, what we were doing was working. And they're like, I'm trying it, kind of disillusioned, but I just don't know. And then you get to the other side of it, and they're like, okay, this is working. So one, when you're leading change, you have to understand what it means for people, how people experience change. You have to meet each person where they are. You have some people who you bring about a change and they're your go-getters. They're like, yeah, let's do it. And you have some people who are like, no, they could put their feet in the, dig their heels in the sand and they don't want to do it. But I believe that when you can communicate clearly, and it takes a lot of communication and a lot of different methods, the why behind the change, people can get on board with it. It might take some people longer than others. And you have to do a nice blend of communication, building capacity, and putting the right structures and systems and processes in place to support people with the change. So if you ask people to change, but you don't give them the materials, you don't put the right systems in place, you don't have the right structures, that can create frustration. So it's a very layered process. But change is necessary. I mean, it's changed so much since I started. It's crazy how much it's changed. I mean, kids rarely got on a device when I started teaching, and now it's a part of their everyday educational experience. But also recognizing that, and this has always helped me, that we are preparing children for a future that we don't know exists yet. We're not preparing them for our future. So you'll hear people say, or I've heard people say, it was good enough for me, but I'm not preparing them to enter the workforce in 1999. I'm preparing them for their future. So in order to do that, we got to be open to change.
Thank you. If you could give one piece of advice to parents that have kids that are navigating through the school systems, what would that be?
Put your kids first. Put your kids first. I have to give my mom amazing credit because we were first. We came first. I mean, when I went to school, I came home, I sat at the dining room table, I did my homework. My mama reviewed my homework. If my handwriting was not neat enough, I did it again.
Thank you.
In fact, my second grade teacher sent a note home and said, Latoya does good work, but sometimes she rushes and her handwriting is illegible. And my mama, every night of the second grade, would cut out a newspaper article of the Herald. It's called the Evening Herald then. I would do my homework. She would check it. She would make me copy that newspaper article until my handwriting was neat to her satisfaction.
Now, see, I didn't go to that extent, but I do make Lear rewrite her stuff. If it's not, she's like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, yes, it does. Your teacher has to know how to read your writing. I can't read it halfway.
Yeah. My mama used to say, take some pride in your work.
Yeah.
Anything that you put your name on, take some pride in your work. And I can still hear her voice. I'm almost 50 years old. When I'm working at work, I take pride in my work. I want it to represent me well. Children require time. You got to spend time with them. And my mom was great for that. It was all about us. She spent time with us. She poured in us. We all were interested in different things. My sister Tanya was in the orchestra. Elisa, she cheered, and I played sports. But school was first. Your grades had to be of a certain standard. Your work had to be of a certain standard. Or those extracurriculars did not matter. But my mom called our notes. She called our spelling words. She studied with us. She made us study. So my advice to parents is just put your kids first, pour into them. I think the benefit of all the sacrifices she made, I could not have done it without her. If I'd had a different person for my mom, I don't know that I'd be Dr. Latoya Dixon. But because she's my mom, I'm Dr. Latoya Dixon. She made me do it. Powerful. And she always said, I want nothing but your best. whatever your best is. And she pushed us on that.
Right. Okay, I want you to reflect back on when that may have been a very pivotal moment.
Okay.
In your journey. But see, you already knew what your purpose was, kind of, though. But it still may be like a pivotal moment. Like, there's anyone, like, in our family or just anybody that's listening, our viewers out there in the audience that are like a pivotal point in their life, like they at a crossroads. What kind of advice would you give to them as far as not giving up? Like, what should they do? What steps should they take?
Number one is it's never too late. It's never too late. Doesn't matter how old you are, what's happened in the past, why you believe you can or cannot do something. If you have a dream, chase it with everything you have. So it's never too late. Number two is get deeply rooted in your purpose. I love education. I love teaching school. I have loved all the jobs I've had. I adore the job I have right now. I love working in York School District 1. I worked in 3 of the 4 school districts in this county, and I absolutely love my job in Fort Mill School District. But overall, my purpose, my overarching purpose, is to just pour myself out and help people, to give to people, and to serve. Leadership is serving.
Yes.
It is putting yourself behind and putting others in front. You're working for someone else, watching other people build themselves up, build their capacity, go forward, get better, encourage. So number one would be, knowing it's not too late. Number two, getting rooted in your purpose. And then number three, which I think is very, very important, and I think a lot of young people, when I say young people, I'm talking about ages 20 to 35, overlook, is be careful with your circle. Surround yourself with the right people. Choose your circle. Well, I have a very small circle. It's very small. I know a lot of people, but you have to be careful. Peer pressure does not end when you are 18. It is not a teenage thing. It is a lifetime thing. So you have to choose your circle wisely, because people, you either become like them or they become like you. So find the people who are doing the things that you want to do and connect with them. Connections help you or they hurt you.
Okay. A question came to my mind, but now since you said that, I want to say this. The whole keeping your circle small, and a couple of my friends have tried to, like, we be talking. I'd be like, so-and-so going to be in town. I was like, but I'm not going to ask them to do a podcast. Now, why? You should do it. Don't do that. Like, bro, our friendship is very important to me. I don't want to, us to fall out over this, because this is something that I discern within my spirit. Mm-hmm. I'm not scared to ask anybody to be on my podcast or ask anybody anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I had to just tell them, like, yo, stop, because my mental health is number one. I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with you about this.
Yeah.
And it's not about me going viral. I'll talk about things that are viral. That may go viral, right. But I'm not like, okay, hold on. Like going down, like, I don't know why I was going to say Rolodex, because I don't own a Rolodex, but I'm not like online looking or going to ChatGPT saying, who should I interview to talk to so I can go viral? Yeah. That's not what it is, man.
No, it's not.
But shout out to them. They know who they are. Love them dearly. My brothers, man. But like, it'd be stuff like that, man. It'd be funny, man. God, especially one recently. It gave me anxiety. We was talking. And I'm like, what is you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I love a good idea now. Yeah. And I love constructive criticism. Yeah. But don't try to, like, dictate or tell me, like, misguide me. Yeah. Although you may have good intentions. Obviously you do. You wouldn't even be in my circle. Right. But out of respect, just stop, because I'm doing something. This is bigger than me. Yeah. Like you said, it's for the future generations. Right. And, authenticity is an important part of that circle. You have to run into people who are genuine and authentic. Yeah.
Genuine and authentic in their love and in their care and in how they relate to you. You know, I was talking about my circle being small. Well, my two sisters are number one. Those are my best friends in the whole world. They got me. I know no matter what, they got me. Right behind them would be my college roommates. Those are my A1s, day ones. Those are the people that love Latoya for Latoya, not Dr. Dixon. They have known me since I was 18 years old. They know me inside and out. It's not there's nothing in their relationship that's transactional. Because when I hear you talking about that, I hear, hey, I got an idea for this. Sometimes people have to catch up to your purpose. They have to catch up to where you are. So you got to recognize that.
Thank you. I mean, I was even like, yo, you can start your own podcast. Go do a post. I'm going to do me.
Yeah.
I was so serious.
Yeah.
It was like that sin of wrath, man. I'm like, man, yo, what are you doing right now?
Yep.
I'm not playing. It was something else that came to mind, cousin. Yes, exactly. So, like on interviews or podcasts or whatever, people be like, if you could go back to your teenage self, how about this? If you could go back to when I was 18 or 17 about to go off to Clemson, because I never talked. That's what should have happened.
Yeah.
I love my mama, but I really wish I would have sat down with all of y'all.
Yeah.
And got a little bit of guidance from y'all.
Yeah.
But if we could go back and you could talk to me as I was like 17, about to go off to, because I went 2003, I graduated from Northwestern High School.
Yeah.
That summer session, I went into the engineering, whatever that program was, where I was in the shoe boxes, the engineering. It's something.
Something like that.
It was something. But
they don't even have shoe boxes anymore.
I was in Bennett.
Okay.
And that's the program I was put in. But like, not even that, back to purpose. Like, I didn't have a good sense of purpose. So what would you have said to me to give me some advice?
There's something I talk about all the time when I talk to people because I believe in it. And it's called the power of one. Because one decision, one action, one question, one interaction, one reaction can change your entire life. And I would have talked to you about decision making, quality decision making, making decisions that were aligned not for tomorrow, but for your future, for right now, in this moment, when you're 40-something years old. I would have talked to you about that. Because that is what kept me locked in, man. I was chasing a dream. I was chasing a dream. And I didn't have any idea if the dream was guaranteed, but I was sure that if I could stay focused and disciplined, and sometimes that meant being alone. Sometimes that meant saying no when everybody else is going to do X. I'm going to go do Y. And being okay with that. Being comfortable in yourself to say, you know what, y'all do that, have fun, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Being okay with that. I've always been that person. I'm going to do my thing. And I think that's probably what I would have said to you. Stay focused. Don't forget the power of one. One decision change your whole life.
Don't drink and drive.
Yes, definitely. I definitely would have told you that.
It's like they told me, well, you could have changed your major to that. So absolutely right. I lived a long time in my life pointing fingers at other people.
Yeah.
But thank God that now I'm looking in the mirror.
It's a new day.
It's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day, and the sun is shining on you.
I was about to say, and that horizon looking kind of good out there.
Looking kind of good, ain't it? Hey,
I'm excited.
If you want to go study marine biology, it's not too late.
Right.
It's not too late.
I can do that. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say, but I might go scuba diving one day. You ever been scuba diving or snorkeling?
I've been snorkeling.
I love snorkeling.
Long time ago. It was beautiful. Man, scuba diving, that's a no for me. I'm risk averse. So like skydiving, scuba diving, I don't want to do any of that.
Right.
I mean, a roller coaster at this age is like, that's about as far as I take it.
I think I'm done with that too.
I haven't ridden one.
I rode Fury.
How was it?
It was cool.
You like it?
I liked it.
Was it scary?
You know.
Big hill, steep.
Yeah. It was a little scary. It was a couple of years back. But I mean, I wrote a couple of times, but I'm like, man, I ain't going out like this. I done been bit, shot. Did you ever watch Nightmare on Elm Street back in the day, Freddy? It was just
Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, it was one episode. He was like, they tried burning me. They chop off one of his fingers. They tried putting the holy water on me. But anyway, I've been through a lot, and other people have as well. We all have our own trials and tribulations, but I'm not going out by a roller coaster breaking down.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
On that? No.
It ain't happening. And honestly, I look at it like this. I'm being very sincere and humble when I say this. People out here depending on me. And what's crazy, I thought about this earlier. They not even realize it or have acknowledged the fact that they depending on me or what I'm going to do for the community. You know
that gives you purpose.
It's my purpose.
It gives you purpose.
This is my purpose. I'm so grateful that I found it. And that you a part of it. We family. We building. We going to build because we're going to make some changes out here for the positive out here.
Lock in.
All the way locked in.
All right.
You was locked in at such an early age. That's so awesome. Shout out to Aunt Linda again, man.
Yeah.
She was at Dale's wedding.
Yeah. She told me she saw you.
Yeah, shout out to Bro Ham. I talked to him last night. Proud of him.
You should be.
Yeah. But
he went to Wake Forest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a demon
deacon. Yeah.
Yep. Doing good things. He said he's gonna do the podcast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hopefully he'll be in town within the next couple weeks or months rather. They have like a Thompson family reunion. Yeah. Did you play any ball in college?
No, I played intramurals every year. We won a championship in intramurals at Clemson my sophomore, junior, and senior year. I lived in Calhoun Courts.
Oh, yeah.
So one of my apartment mates, she was from York. She played basketball. We were on the same intramural team. And but no, I wish I could have played ball in college. Number one, I wasn't good enough, and number two, I'm too short. I didn't get any of the height gene and the Chisholm side. I mean, you had it on both sides though.
I ain't do nothing with it.
Your mom and dad are tall.
Yeah. Yeah, she was pretty good in York when she played. Her and my cousin Mooney Talbot. But yeah, I had thought about walking onto the football team.
For real?
Thought about it, but
did you play football at Northwestern?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I had quit my senior year and came back on the team. I talked to Coach Wallace about it on the podcast. I hadn't released it yet. Shout out to Moose Wallace.
What position did you play?
Tight end.
Tight end and wide receiver.
Yeah. It's funny, man, because I was number 84 and I quit and I lost my number and I came back as 46. And yesterday when I was going through the boxes of pictures, I found like the magazine or like the little booklet of our team that year, 2002. That's the year we went to state. No, we went to state my 11th grade year. But anyway, yeah, I was in there number 46, man.
Did you like it? Did you like football?
I love football. Like JV year, I loved it. And then varsity junior year, I was like, kind of going through the motions.
Yeah.
Then the senior, I didn't. Like I said, I quit. But yeah, I loved it. JV. Then I lost interest. Didn't want to. But you know, as young men, you know, you find other things that you're interested in.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Chasing tail, smoking weed. So
unfocused,
no purpose. But I'm gonna say this is an interesting story, man. Shout back to Matthew Jordan Dross out of Seneca. I remember like. One night, man, he was walking around his parents' neighborhood. We was looking up at the stars, like, yo, you go to Clemson, start a business. And at that point, like, I didn't really have my own purpose and own business mindset really established like he did, as far as I didn't know what I wanted to do for my own business. And that mindset, I was just thinking about, like, okay, we can do it together. But, yeah, and he has a successful business, like I said, selling boats and stuff like that. But it's awesome that like now we can collaborate. Yeah. Think back, we haven't done a podcast yet. I was actually supposed to go down there this past weekend, but we're gonna do something probably the end of June. But I'm gonna go down there and everything, and you know, highlight his business, get out on the lake, get some beautiful videography going with the lake, and you know what I'm saying, highlight his business and do a podcast, and just show the world like it is possible. From being in high school, walking around, looking up at the stars, talking to your homeboy, fast forward, just like you found your purpose earlier, he found his purpose earlier, and now call me a late bloomer or whatever, if you will. I don't give a damn. Like, it's a beautiful thing.
It is really beautiful.
I wasn't ready. I had to go through what I went through. I ain't gonna list it all because I don't want to be like, I'm not playing victim on nothing. It is what it is. I take ownership in everything I did because it was me in my own way making decisions to do whatever I was doing to, put myself through what I went through, the ringer where you have it, the gauntlet.
Once you're ready,
yeah,
it's like this fire inside you, right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do to like stoke it or to dampen it.
You can't extinguish it.
You can't extinguish it.
Undeniable.
It's undeniable. You can feel it when you wake up in the morning.
I feel it every time I have these conversations. And then this is different though, because like we share blood. Like you're my first cousin.
Yeah.
And we've been, like I said, deep roots are not reached by the frost. That's why I said that at the beginning.
That's right.
Maybe not a mic drop moment with the sun, but I mean, I'm just out here connecting dots, cuz.
Yeah.
And hey,
you gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are.
You gotta know where you came from.
You gotta know who you are. That's part of knowing who you are, knowing where you came from. You know, our grandmother, my mama, and your daddy's mama, she had a 6th grade education. And 2 of her grandchildren sitting here, both college educated. That's where we came from. Generations to come. That's where we came from.
Hey, did you know Granddaddy?
Yeah, I saw him a couple of times.
Yeah, I only saw him a couple of times. I didn't have a relationship with him. I'm gonna ask you to go ahead.
He was a tall man too.
Yeah. Uncle Howard was real tall.
Real tall.
Let me ask you this. Do you have any knowledge and we can edit this out if you want to, about our great grandfather Jacob Chisholm, who had all that land out there?
Yes,
I do. He was found dead on a hoe wreck or something. They said the mule spooked him or something like that. Can you? I don't know. What do you know about that, or what did you hear about that?
Mama called him Pappy, and she said he used to come to their house and give him pecans, and he owned like 400 and something acres of land out there in the country, and supposedly he was a young man when a mule spooked him and ended up killing him. They found him in the field, but Pappy had some. I don't know how Pappy got his land. I don't know how he got his land, but he had a lot of land. Somebody said one time at a Chisholm family reunion that at one time the Chisholms owned, I forget how much of Rock Hill, but they owned a bunch of land in Rock Hill. We still got family that live out there on the land. Yeah, Mama used to talk about Pappy.
Yeah, it's just I was talking to Uncle John.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole mule spooking.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
got skeptical hippo eyes on that because they wanted that land. He was surrounded by the people that own Holland.
Yes.
Zinkler with an L, whatever. Yeah. Silent,
Zinkler Road,
up in a different way right now.
Yeah.
Holland, Zinkler. There was Chisholm Road over there.
Yeah.
And then my missing one was 4.
Holland. Turkey Farm?
Maybe.
Yeah. The house they grew up in is still standing. It's still right there. Where they grew up. It's the same house they grew up in.
The Darbys ended up with it, huh?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I want to know what happened to my great granddaddy. I don't buy the whole like the mules were spooked.
You don't think that's true?
I don't know. It don't sit right. Especially after talking to Uncle John. Like if you have a conversation, talk to him and see what he pick up on what he putting out. Like
maybe we should try to find that out.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We've only just begun
to live.
Hey. I hope y'all sharing these clips that I'm putting out and telling people about this podcast because I'm not playing and I'm doing it for the community, for the future of the community, our children and the children to come. And I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, complaining. I still complain. But I like to have conversations with people that actually have educational backgrounds. And thank God I have the gift to at least hold a conversation with these people because I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, I do. So please share these clips that I'm putting out. Talk to your friends and family. If you're about the movement, the real deal Holyfield is going down.
Do you feel like you're more flexible?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm more flexible now. You know what? I don't even... So I ain't been in the sauna for about a month and a half now, and I'm going crazy because I got a tattoo.
You go to the sauna?
I used to all the time, but I got a couple of tattoos now, so I can't go, and I'm going crazy because I miss it so much. What was he talking about?
I was asking you about flexibility.
Oh yeah, so in the sauna, I would you know what I'm saying, feet together, touch your toes. I was putting my my toes would be in here, like in my flip flop, like my sandals in the sauna. That's how flexible I become. But see, I don't stretch like that no more because doing jujitsu, I've learned like that ain't a good stretch to do before jujitsu at least. I don't even like stretch like that no more as far as that go. But yeah, it definitely takes flexibility, and the only way you get that is like to do it more often. And yoga complements it as well. I haven't done yoga in a while, but
okay.
I mean, I have stretching purposes. I haven't taken a yoga class in a while though.
Okay.
Yes, I got the mats in there. You know what I'm saying? Train your little cousin. Hey, see, I'm getting fired up thinking about that bullying thing, man. But yeah, I think. What do you think about that? Like, we could talk more about jiu-jitsu another time, just like off camera. But giving kids confidence, humbling them, like it kind of wipes out bullying. It's not going to eradicate it, but bullying would definitely be decreased. I wish that could be in school, in the public school systems. Is that possible to have
Jiu-jitsu?
that in there? Jiu-jitsu, yeah, like a little basic class, fundamental class for kids, so they can get humble and quit bullying each other.
Well, I'm sure there's a liability with that. Kids get hurt, all of that. But
I mean, it's a liability for kids coming to school with guns and all that, and then liabilities. I mean, okay, well, yeah, I don't know. I hit a brick wall with that one. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I just got ideas, and honestly, I believe in my ideas. Obviously, there's some good ones in there floating around in my brain.
If you got a dream, chase it.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, instead of talking about it, complaining. You know? And shout out to Bianca Sugar's White, man, up there at Old Point Elementary.
Is that what your daughter goes?
Her and
I used to work at that school.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we got Gloria's daughter work over there, so that's another.
Miriam's there.
Another cousin, another family member that was educator or is one currently.
Yeah, and I know Bianca Sugar's White.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to her and shout out to her and the vice principal, man. They up there really hands on, and the village mentality. I said that on another podcast, but I love them. But like I'm saying, like instead of complaining and all that, like, you know, I have to advocate for my daughter and for all the other kids out here. So yeah, I'll be teaching her jujitsu. I don't want to the last thing I want to do is put a like a what do you call it, like flashlight, but a shining, you know, beam on my daughter. Like I don't want her to have attention like that. And what I'm doing, obviously, people gonna know who she is. I mean, it's Lyrical Miracle LLC.
I saw that.
Thank for God's sake. Shout out to her. 10 years old. I can't believe it. But but yeah, like, so there's no bragging. This is just this is a father. He just like talking. Okay, so he's advocate for bullying. I remember seeing him when he was talking about, he was selling a sponsorship or trying to sell some sponsorship tickets and talking about a podcast, talking about an anti-bully pro jiu-jitsu campaign. Like, I'm really doing it. I got a mat. And I taught Lyric how to do a rear naked choke recently. She popped my neck. So I got to teach her, hey, don't kill your daddy. Like, let's slow it down. So give me a chance to tap before my neck pop it. Please, sweetheart.
What's the tap mean? It means
stop. Like, I give up.
Okay.
That's one thing about jiu-jitsu I love. It's a liability, but as far as like any type of like training goes, in my opinion, I'm not an expert, white belt obviously, but it's the safest in my opinion because you can tap. And nobody up in that gym where I'm at, like, we ain't trying to hurt each other. We just trying to help and teach each other, become better human beings every day. Shout out to Joey Dean. That's my coach. And shout out to everybody up in there. But seriously, like, teaching her, like, don't mess with my daughter, man. Don't mess with nobody's daughter. Teach your kids not to mess with each other. Be, like you said, teach them how to be nice to each other. And we got to teach kids how to be people. The golden rule.
How to be good people.
Yes.
Good human beings.
Yeah. And it starts on the mats. And it can start in team sports and other endeavors as well. Yeah. But you have to have the kids in some type of extracurricular activity.
That I think is very important.
Something that builds that confidence and kills the ego. Yeah. That's what we need to do. We need to try to kill kids' egos early. And that way we don't have, not saying like I say it's going to stop all violence or bad people, bad seeds or planet, unfortunately. Yeah. Mental health issues. Yeah. That's why I'm having these conversations. I'm trying to capture all that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse my language. Yeah. But I'm serious. Like, and that's what I'm on to. Like, I'm on to something because.
Yeah. Yeah, I think extracurriculars are crucial. I think they're crucial for kids. I think you got to be involved in something. I like to think of it as academics plus one. You need something to do other than, if you don't have something to do, a lot of times you end up in something you shouldn't be in. So finding something productive and positive It was Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, sports, whatever it is, gardening, whatever it is. You know, you need something to do. I was always involved in extracurricular. I was on student council every year. I played basketball all the way through school. I ran track in the 7th and 8th grade. I wasn't a big fan of track. I played softball my senior year.
Nice.
Only because Northwestern got a girls soccer team for the first time in the history of the school. And so half the softball team went to play soccer. And the softball coach was my basketball coach. And so she got a couple of us that played basketball to come play softball. But I had fun. It was, it was something to do. But I needed those extracurriculars. I still have them. Like, I have my own podcast that I make. And I write a leadership letter.
No. Let's go back. Let's go back to your podcast. What's the name of your podcast?
Leadership with Latoya.
What's it about?
It's all about leadership. It's about what it takes to be a great leader. I share my experiences. I invite people on, talk to them about their experiences. I think about how I can get better, how I can help other people get better every day as a leader, because that's what I'm trying to do every day, get better.
I want to help you. You helping me right now. I have a mixer that I could give you. You use microphones?
Yeah, I have microphones, but you got to teach me how to do it.
No,
you can give it to me.
It's a different one, but honestly, it's only for a 2-person setup.
The one I have it's pretty good. The guy in Best Buy sold it to me. I think.
So you have a physical mixer? I thought you said you only had the software.
No. I have a physical.
Okay.
It's like a box thing.
Yeah. Hook up a couple mics to it.
Yep.
2.
Yes.
Okay, you good.
I'm still getting to. I'm still learning it, but that's not stopped me. I've been recording since 2017.
Well, I need to start listening to tell people how they can find your podcast, including myself, so I can go ahead and like.
It's on Apple.
It's on
Spotify. It's on Apple. Leadership with Latoya.
Yeah. Given that I'm a leader,
right?
I need to listen to my cousin because I can get some gems and some wisdom and some guidance from her. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing out here, man. Roots to branches.
Roots to branches.
Episode 1, the Dap in the Hood podcast. Thank y'all for listening.